In a world dominated by predators and prey, there's a group of animals that has silently endured for millions of years, powerful, elegant, and surprisingly misunderstood. They don't roar, they don't fly, and yet, they thrive in some of the harshest terrains on Earth. Meet the bovids, the horned survivors of evolution's long game. What are bovids? Bovids belong to the biological family Bovidae, a remarkable group of hoofed, ruminant mammals that includes antelopes, gazelles, buffaloes, sheep, goats, and cattle. With over 140 living species, they're found across every continent except Australia and Antarctica, and their success as a group lies not in brute strength, but in adaptability, endurance, and evolutionary intelligence. Evolutionary origins. The story of bovids began over 20 million years ago in the Miocene epoch, when the Earth was a much wilder place, and the competition for survival shaped every limb, every horn, and every behavior. From forest-dwelling ancestors came desert runners, mountain climbers, and grassland grazers, each type of bovid molded by its environment, yet connected by one common trait: horns that never shed, and stomachs made to digest what few others could. Horns, hooves, and hidden weapons are like deer, which shed and regrow antlers. Bovids grow permanent horns that serve not only as weapons, but as symbols of dominance, of mating rights, and of ancient genetic memory. Whether curved like a spiral or wide like a bull's, each pair of horns is a blueprint of survival etched in bone. And while they may not look fast or fierce, bovids are built for escape, not attack, masters of speed, balance, and strategy. Types of bovids, from the agile impala in the African savannas to the muscular bison of North America. Bovids come in many forms, each uniquely adapted to its ecological niche. The mighty water buffalo rules wet landscapes, while the ibex dances across vertical cliffs. And far from the wild, domesticated bovids like sheep, goats, and cattle have shaped human civilization, giving us food, clothing, labor, and companionship for thousands of years. Ruminants with a secret. Bovids are ruminants, meaning they chew cud, a process that sounds unremarkable but is a masterpiece of digestive engineering. Their four-chambered stomachs allow them to extract nutrients from fibrous plants that other animals cannot digest, turning grass into muscle, energy, and survival. It's a quiet superpower that has allowed them to dominate ecosystems without ever needing to dominate others. The role of bovids in the ecosystem. Bovids don't just survive, they shape the very land they live on. By grazing, migrating, and fertilizing the soil, they sustain ecosystems from Africa to Asia, providing food for predators and stability for habitats. Remove them, and entire food chains collapse. They are the unsung engineers of the wild. Bovids and humans. Few animals have had a greater impact on human history than bovids. Domesticated cattle gave rise to agriculture, sheep and goats fueled ancient economies, and even today, they remain vital to billions. But this relationship has a cost, as overgrazing, habitat loss, and overpopulation strain both land and livestock alike. Threats to the wild bovids. Many wild bovid species face extinction, driven by poaching, habitat destruction, and climate change. From the endangered saola of Southeast Asia to the shrinking herds of African antelope, their future now depends on us, on conservation, understanding, and a global effort to preserve what nature took millions of years to perfect. The bovid legacy. In the shadow of lions and the glare of human expansion, bovids carry on, quietly and powerfully. They don't need headlines or hashtags, they only need space to roam, grass to graze, and a future we choose to protect. For in every curved horn and steady step, there's a lesson: survival doesn't always shout. Sometimes, it simply endures. They may not be the loudest, or the fastest, or the strongest, but in their silence, in their endurance, in their unshakable place in the balance of life, bovids stand tall. A testament to nature's quiet champions. A reminder that every horn tells a story. And every herd carries a legacy.